Canberra for Cam's Mortgage Minute. Hey, today I thought I'd talk to you about top reasons why you should be paying off your debt. That's right, so it'll have David Letterman use it. I don't know if I can have 10, but I'm going to give you some good reasons why you should be paying off your debt. Number one is that rates will eventually rise. That's right, they're not going to stay low forever. And when they eventually rise, you don't want to be caught on the wrong side of it. So now's a good time to be hammering against that debt and paying it down. Now, number two, borrowing means the fact that you really can't afford what you're buying. Well, let's face it. We know that. But there's a difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt borrowed for is okay, things like your house, because you need a place to live anyway. Bad debt would be things like auto loans, skidoos, and all those little toys and things that you kind of like have a passion for and you love, but they're pretty expensive. So the goal is, now is the time to be wiping out that debt while rates are low. Get rid of them. Another reason is because there's going to be less stress in your life. That's right. I can't tell you the number of people I deal with that have a hard time sleeping because they have debt. Hey, you don't need to take any sleeping pills. Just start working on that debt and hammering it down, and your stress level is going to go down immensely. Your next mortgage renewal may not be as pretty as this one. That's right. Some of you have lived long enough where you've been caught where rates have gone up and you've seen what impact that had on your mortgage payments. So the next time around, the rates may not be as attractive as maybe that 2.79 for 5 years you had. So now's the time. Get that debt reduced so when that time does come, you're ready to go. Another reason is because you'll have more control of your finances. Debt's one of the things that debt does. It spirals your life out of control. I can't tell you the number of people I've talked to who've had issues with it and they feel like they've got no control and things are spinning out of control. But if you can get a handle on your debt, you're going to feel your life is certainly far more in control than you currently have it. And again, a great time with rates being so super low. There's no downside to paying off debt. That's another reason. Tell me what it might be. Hey, you know what? Can you imagine this? You go to someone and go, you know what? I paid off all my debt. And man, it's terrible. I sure feel frustrated. Really? I don't think you'll hear that from anybody. But I'm sure you'll hear from somebody, boy, I just went and took this new car loan and man, it's killing me. I should have never done it. That's right. You can never go wrong doing that. Another good reason is because if you pay off your debt, you're ready for an emergency. When that emergency comes along, you don't have all your cash flow going to everything else. You're good to go. You've got money set aside. You can take that rainy day. You've got your umbrella. That's absolutely fabulous. Another good reason is you don't want to retire with debt, do you? It's getting harder and harder, and folks are working longer and longer. That's because they're incurring more and more debt. Now, if your goal is to be 75 and working at McDonald's and asking somebody if they want to supersize it, hey, that's up to you. But I imagine if you do that, you'd probably want to do it just for fun and a hobby, not because you have to. So the goal is work towards it, like I said, with low rates. Let's hammer on those things and let's get it done. Another good reason might be that your kids are probably going to lean on you. They might need some help in the future. Now, if mom and dad are tapped out, that may be pretty hard to do. Now, I'm not saying that your 35-year-old should be living in the basement rent-free and you should be covering all their expenses. However, there may be a time or a place where they're going to need you and you want to be well prepared and ready to go. So those are just some of the reasons I thought, you know what, we talk about it. Why is it good to certainly be able to get rid of debt while rates are low? Those would be some compelling reasons in my mind why you'd want to do it. Now, if you want to look at a debt restructuring, a consolidation loan or something like that in relation to your mortgage, don't hesitate. Give us a shout at the Auxilium team. Auxilium, as I tell you all the time, just simply means to care, aid, assist, and support. And that's what we do day in and day out here at Auxilium. Also, at the end of this video, if you aren't a subscriber, please click on it, subscribe to our video, like us on Facebook, get linked up to us, watch us on YouTube. We certainly appreciate it. Take care.